In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. I am known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I would like to just give a few, early in the morning, excuse me. I would like to just give I was getting ready to say it again, free. I would like to give just a few brief announcements before we get into our speech. I would like for you to support our soul sister Noble. She has created a new website called, and it's right here, ancientcreationmyths.com. The link, everything that I'm speaking about will be in this video. Please make ancientcreationmyths.com one of your favorites. Support our soul sister, Noble Levine. The links to all her works, all her websites is in the description box. Support our brother, Taalik. He is Eric Bell. Excuse me. Got a little itch there. He is Eric Bell on YouTube. Link is in the description box. Our soul brother, Gary Wilson, Cool Cutter. Link is in the description box. I told you, everything is in the description box. If you want to show your appreciation and donate to this ministry, I have rejected that idea for years, but people keep saying, come on, brother, I just want $10, $1. I just want to show my appreciation for what you do here on YouTube, because I know the internet is not free. So let me just help you pay your internet bill. Look, can I just send you a couple of dollars? You and the brothers and sisters, y'all go out for dinner or something. And that's wonderful. I don't have the right. You just want to show your appreciation. I don't have the right to deny you that. And it's really, really, for me, it's an honor. So I am using Zelle. The link is in the description box, of course, and you can do that. So I really appreciate it. And I thank you, and this platform thanks you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your donations, whatever you want to do. Just thank you for being here all these years. You've been here. Some of you have been on this platform and listening to Angel Snub 7 a long, long time. And I really appreciate it. It's an honor to grow with you. Because if you listen to the older videos that I post and you listen to the now, you see that I am the same, but I've changed just a little taste. Because the understanding of information and information that we did not have before, when you have information that or facts that you did not know, it changes your outlook, it changes your conclusion. And so we are not loyal to no belief system. We are loyal to what is factual, what is reasonable, what is logical, what is actual. We are not here to give you or spread feel-good rhetoric. We are here to get to the truth of the matter as best we can. So I'm not loyal to no belief system, no opinion, no ideology, including my own. It can change at a moment's notice according to the information that we know. I cannot talk about and I cannot take into consideration that which I do not know. And sometimes that information will change your conclusion, your outlook. Some of us don't like what new information, what new ideology, something added on. They don't like that because they are loyal to a certain conclusion, a certain belief system. That's why it's called belief. A belief does not require facts. A belief does not require you to know. A belief is, I just believe this and that's what I believe. But if you seek to know, and if your God did exist, which your God does not, I know that's a hurtful thing, and you can bring no clear, convincing, and overwhelming evidence to show that any God, Allah, Buddha, Yashara, whatever your God is, modern time God, or gods from way, way, way back, none of these gods, none of these spirits, none of these demons have ever existed. Never. At no time. It is all the imagination of fiction and storytelling of people who were ignorant, people who became superstitious, people who did not know, so they did not want to wait to know. They made up stories so they can feel as though they know. Oh, wow. I triggered. That was weird. Just happened. I did not say, hey, Google or anything. Here's the definition of anything. Used to refer to a thing, no matter what. You hear that? If you have an iPhone or even an Android, you can voice activate your phone, and the phone is responding to some of the key words that I'm saying. It was really weird. I tripped off of it at first. Because you can say like, hey Siri, hey Google, and your phone will react to your instructions. So it's thinking the phone is on, it's trying it's trying to result to commands that it thinks it's programmed to think that I'm giving it some type of instruction. Woo! I almost thought the Holy Spirit was in the room. I'm like, what's going on here? I was tripping out for a few seconds. And man, I only wanted to give a few announcements real quick. That's all. And it's going on 8 minutes. Support Sister Noble. Support Brother Taalik. Support Cool Cutter. You can donate with Zelle if you want to. And it's all in the description box. On that note, let us get busy on this Venisey. Something told me to grab me something to drink before I got started. And now I'm thirsty. Please, bear with me because my mouth is really, really dry. I need to get through this. I need something to drink. So hold on a minute. Hold on. All right, that's much better. Okay. On this visit, let us get busy. Y'all ready? Let's go. As many of you know, I was introduced to the teachings of Elijah Muhammad way back when I was a child. And eventually, I wanted to become part of that organization, but it no longer existed. So Minister Louis Farrakhan took it upon himself to try to resurrect from the dead something that should have been allowed to stay dead. And really, it is dead. You have something called the Nation of Islam, created by Louis Farrakhan. I joined that because I wanted to see that resurrection from the dead as a young man. I was heavily influenced by the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, I want to tell you about something that disturbed me as a young Muslim in the Nation of Islam. A certain mindset I did not know and I did not want nothing to do with. Minister Farrakhan just gave a speech not too long ago, interdenominational speech. You have Christians and Muslims and Masons and atheists, all kinds of folks gathered together to listen to this Muslim, because that's what Minister Farrakhan is. Sometimes he gets on the roster and talk about, I'm everybody. I'm agnostic. I'm Christian. I'm Muslim. I'm a little bit of all. No, you're not, sir. You make it very clear you're a Muslim and your teacher is Elijah Muhammad. You're not all these different things. You understand what it means to be those things, but you're not. You make it very clear, sir, you are a Muslim, a black Muslim under the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. So let's stop playing games. What kind of man? I'm like Hassan Campbell. What kind of man would try to perpetrate a fraud like that? You can't be all these things. What it really demonstrates is that it seems as though, sir, you are confused. That's what it seems. You can't be all these things, because really all of them represent something different, which result in different conclusions, and you are not about those different conclusions. So stop saying that you're Christian and you're Baptist and you're a Jew, and you're not none of those. You are a student that never graduated from the school of Elijah Muhammad. Okay, come on now. What I found disturbing, because these meetings go all the way back to the 1980s when I was a younger man, 18, 19 years old. And we had just left one of these meetings. So once we went back to the mosque or the temple, and the brother started talking. And the brother started talking in a manner I really did not like. What did they say? What was the conversation? Well, I'm good. Hold on, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Just stay calm. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what disturbed me. They began to speak about how all these hundreds of people came out to see Minister Farrakhan because they are looking to us, the Nation of Islam, in the 1980s for guidance, for leadership. And all of us should not be so petty, because all of us, myself and all us members on the ground, in the future, we are all to become ministers, because everybody, the 40-some million plus whatever soul brothers and sisters at that time, they are looking to the Nation of Islam for leadership. And this is why they come to hear Minister Farrakhan. They are looking for guidance. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, of course, offers this guidance. They're looking for us. It's all about us, the Nation of Islam. I did not like that mindset. I did not like that. I don't like that behavior. And I did not see nobody, the lieutenants or the minister, the local minister, nobody spoke out against that type of mindset. Because to me, it's very deceitful. You're not very forthcoming when you're gathering people and you're telling them we're gathering together for what we call Black unity. So the people are coming to hear the Minister Farrakhan because really the reality is because he's charismatic, he's a good speaker, he's very articulate, and he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And they are seeking unity. They're not seeking you to be the leader. They're not seeking to follow you. If they wanted to follow you, they would have put on a bow tie like me. And really, I'm not a follower. I was assisting this man in bringing back the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's what my purpose was. I don't know who Farrakhan was. He's a person that was supposed to be rebuilding something that I wanted to really be a part of. And he lied to me. He lied to us. The whole thing is a lie. It's misleading. Because you're looking to become a leader, a new slave owner of soul brothers and sisters. That's what you're looking for. You are hiding behind Black unity. You're perpetrating a fraud. And I did not like that. Even though I have a love for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I have a love for the teaching, but also I'm not fake and phony. I'm not here to be some leader or some guy. I'm here to express Black unity so that we all can move together. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. We are family. We are progressing together. But that's not what I saw being expressed in the Nation of Islam. And believe me, that mentality, that mindset still exists. It still exists today because that's just the mind. That's how Nation of Islam is programmed to think. They are the leaders. They have the supreme wisdom. They have the knowledge. They have the understanding. They have all that it takes to guide us to, I don't know where they want to take you. So it's been 40 years. Where has Minister Farrakhan taken you? Where have you go? What have you really accomplished? Except you have some hurt feet from all that damn Million Man marching y'all been doing. So you want to lead. You want to guide 40 years, and you have guided the people where? You have set what kind of example? You always have people that want to be a leader, want to be out front, and don't have the skills. They are incompetent. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Just because you can write a beautiful story, just because you can express you have beautiful speech, don't make you a leader. And you can get angry at me all that you want to, but time has shown that the Nation of Islam, under the leadership of Farrakhan or any of these offshoots, are going nowhere. Like King Noble said, that's a fact. They can barely produce what they done back in the 1960s. Barely making it. What kind of leadership is that? And you can get angry all that you want to. People clearly see you're not going nowhere. There are some who are comfortable slaves. They have a nice car in the yard, a degree on the wall. They're comfortable in racism. So you're very entertaining. Go ahead, Farrakhan. Love you. Speak to power. Speak truth to power, or whatever they talking about. And that's the only reason, because clearly power don't give a damn about you. Power is not responding to you. So what? To show you the arrogance of the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad, according to a story I heard by Farrakhan, I don't know if the video is still up, but according to the story from Farrakhan, he said that Elijah Muhammad sent him to speak with the Black Panther Party. And Minister Farrakhan told him how he was going to respect the Black Panthers and he said that Elijah Muhammad told him, no, that ain't how it worked. And Minister Farrakhan said, like what? He said that Elijah Muhammad told him, you going to the Black Panthers to represent me. And basically this is the thing. This is basically how it went. I'm the shizit. I'm the man. You don't go down there talking about like we equals or nothing like that. They are supposed to be bowing down to us. We're the shizit. We're the big organization. That's how you need to roll. It is no equality. There is no brother. There is no sister. These suckers need to be made to know that we are the head Negroes in charge, and they need to get on board with us. Otherwise, nothing. That goes to show you right there. All this, what I'm describing right now, you see very clearly that the Nation of Islam does not rep Black unity. And that's why you've never seen them, even to this day. You don't see them unifying nobody. Because nobody wants to be part of something where they might like you, Farrakhan, they might like the Nation of Islam, but the Nation of Islam wants to be the head Negro in charge, and everybody's not going to go for that. You're not our leader. You're not our guide. I don't mind unifying with you. I don't mind working with you, but I'm not your slave. And that's what the Nation of Islam really is about. Becoming slave owners and making you slaves and hiding behind liberation. That example, what Farrakhan said in this story about when he was sent to meet Huey Newton and the Black Panthers, show how arrogant Elijah Muhammad was. Now, look at this. The Black Panther Party actually had confrontations with the white man, the pigs. They actually did. They had no choice. The Nation of Islam, that is not on their resume. Now, they have a reputation of murdering soul brothers and sisters, Malcolm X being the most famous, but there were others. In fact, even in modern times, myself, in the mosque, I was threatened 2 times in the mosque. In the mosque itself, not on the street. Here I am, going to the temple, going to the mosque. I'm bringing guests. I'm buying bean pies, Final Call newspapers, listening to the lecture. And they want to threaten me because they don't like what I have to say about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And one time, this brother threatened me because I had my FOI pen, and he told me, well, brother, you're not in the Nation of Islam no more. You shouldn't be wearing that FOI pen. I said I paid for it. The Nation of Islam give you nothing. Everything, all those, the uniforms, the pins, everything that you see, the brothers and sisters have to pay for it. Farrakhan does not give his people nothing. Nothing. Zero. Nada. The Nation of Islam gives its members nothing. Everything that you get, you have to pay for. And so this FOI pen that I was wearing, I paid for it. Now, if they gave it to me, if they gave me the suit, if they gave me the pen, if they gave me the bow tie, I'll be happy to return all that to you. I bought that myself. And it's not for sale. I'm not giving you nothing. It's mine. I like it. If I want to wear my FOI pen, I like it. I bought it. It's my business. You ain't gave me a damn thing. Now, if you want to try to take it, we got a big problem. Now, I'm not Malcolm X, because you mess with me, and I got an AK-47 like Malcolm X had an AK-47, you're going to get different results. I'm not Malcolm. I'm not going to sit back with a weapon like that, and you try to hurt me, and you make threats against my family, and you're not going to get some caps busted in your ass. It's simple as that. I'm not going to play that. And why should I be going through all this? These are supposed to be your brothers. They are supposed to love us. As you can see, the Nation of Islam does not represent unity. It does not represent love of soul brothers and sisters. Again, like King Noble said, that's a fact. And why are you so pompous and arrogant, especially when it comes to the Black Panther Party? As you know, the Black Panther Party, like I say, they actually had confrontations. Many of them was killed and had confrontations with the police. The Black Panther Party started the free school lunch program and free medical care. That's what they done. Something to benefit the people that was supporting them. They was giving back. Came up with an idea to give back. What did the Nation of Islam give you? Except feel-good rhetoric. Oh, the black man is God, the original man, and the Asiatic black man. And what did they give the people? What did the Nation of Islam? Did the Nation of Islam give you free health care? They talked about a hospital that never opened. And you can't even get a turkey on Thanksgiving from the Nation of Islam. You get nothing except feel-good rhetoric, because they know that you suffer from low self-esteem and you want to feel good about yourself. So you are God of the universe, and you live in some type of utopia 666 trillion years ago and all this other nonsense. This spaceship is going to come out the sky and save you and all this crazy stuff. While the Black Panther Party was just keeping it real. They was dealing with the enemy face to face. While the only thing the Nation of Islam was doing was having a meeting, running their mouth, clapping. Oh, dear holy apostle. Oh, dear holy apostle. Right on, right on. Black power, all that. The Black Panther Party never got any rest. Somebody was always messing with them. Always. Now, we want to compare the Nation of Islam to the UNIA, Marcus Garvey. I'm not going to say the red, black, and green. That was the color of the flag that his organization created. But this stuff that you hear in modern times, the red, black, and green RBG nation, has nothing to do with Marcus Garvey. In fact, their mindset, their mentality is more like the Nation of Islam. I'm going to show you that Marcus Garvey has nothing to do with the RBG nation garbage. That's not what he was about, Marcus Garvey. There was a difference. Now, to begin, the UNIA, and correct me if I'm wrong, the UNIA was actually various organizations that came together under one umbrella. Woo, man. See, that's powerful by itself. The UNIA was various organizations and movements that came under one umbrella. This is the reason why the UNIA was 1 million members strong. Just that in itself represents what we would call black unity. You did not have to leave your own personal organization. You just blended, you just unified with other brothers and sisters under one umbrella, under one voice, under one leader that hopefully was competent enough to take you into the direction that y'all wanted to go. Now, if I'm incorrect about Marcus Garvey in this regard, please tell me. That's what I conclude. This is what I see. Now, if this is true, another thing about Marcus Garvey, some of you may not know, Marcus Garvey was a Christian person. He believed in Christianity. But if you listen to the words of Marcus Garvey, and if you ever looked at the history of Marcus Garvey did not spread his Christianity to the people. He kept the business where it needed to be, your liberation. What is in the best interest of a people who are oppressed. Marcus Garvey understood that your religion, your personal belief with God or whatever, that's a personal thing. He understood that everybody is not going to embrace and accept our Lord Jesus Christ. But they do understand they live in oppression and they living with a beast, and they want to get this beast off their back once and for all. And if you look at Malcolm X, once he left the Nation of Islam, Malcolm had two organizations he was going to deal with. The spiritual side, which was his Islam, his religion. Then the other side, which was his revolutionary side, have nothing to do with religion. He understood that you cannot have a movement and bring your religion into the fray because it disrupts the unity that you need. Everybody's not going to be a Muslim. Everybody's not going to be a Christian. It's about your liberation. It's not about your personal morality, your personal beliefs. Do you or do you not want these people to be liberated from their oppressor? I have no interest of going from one slave owner to another. I don't want to serve Jesus Christ. I don't want to serve Allah. I want to be the hell left alone. And Marcus Garvey shown that he could separate his own morality, his personal beliefs from the top priority, which is the liberation of a people. Religion divides, as you can see. Religion also makes people docile. You are waiting on God. You're waiting on a spook. You're waiting for some kind of miracle to come do what clearly you have to do. So religion hinders the progress of a people who are oppressed. And from what I've read in history, very few revolutions, very few acts of liberation is based on waiting on God, having God involved. During the Revolutionary War, of course, you had those patriots here in America. They talked about God. God was not on the, God was, they talked and they said it, but their actions, they did not depend on a belief or a faith or present God as the cry in order to lead the people to the charge for their liberation from an oppressor. Now, there are those who recently have the nerve to come to me, talk about black unity and all that type of stuff. Like you're supposed to forget what they done to you. These people have done horrible things because you refuse to be an African. You refuse to be RBG. You refuse to be whatever, a Muslim or whatever it is they think that you're supposed to be. You're going to tell me, look, I already got a peckerwood telling me what I need to be, what I need to do, what I can and cannot say. I don't need another slave master. I don't need you to tell me about my morality, who I am, what I should be, and all that type of stuff. I don't need you. I'm not going to exchange one slave master for another. So you can kick rocks. I don't give a damn how angry you get. I have personally done nothing to these people. Nothing. Ask them, what did Angel Snub Nub 7 do to you? They cannot explain it. What Angel Snub Nub 7 do is I reject your attempt to try to make a slave out of me. I reject your attempt to try to force your belief and garbage on me. What Angel Snub Nub 7 do is I show you that what you're trying to force on me is in error, that it is ineffective. What I show you is that you're incompetent. That's what they get angry with me about. I don't want Angel Snub Nub 7 refuses to accept your lies, because that's really what it is. Your distortions. Your belief. A belief does not require facts. Belief does not require logic. You need to show clear, convincing, and overwhelming evidence about what you're talking about, and they don't do it. I'm supposed to accept your crap just because it sounds good to you. Because it sounds good to you. I don't want nothing to do with you and your fake unity. Because these pro-black, their brotherhood, their sisterhood, their unity, it comes with strings attached. They want to represent RBG. Actually, they bring shame to that flag, the red, the black, and the green. Because, like I said, unless I'm in error, the UNIA was able to bring various organizations, various beliefs under one banner, one flag. And you can't do it because you want somebody to embrace your God, your thinking, how you look at things. It's never going to happen. Soul brothers and sisters in the United States of America are very, very diverse. Christians, Muslim, agnostics, yes, their sexual orientation is different. Everything about us is different. And if you cannot get with that program, you cannot and don't expect unity. And without unity, you're done. And maybe that's a good thing. And maybe that's a good thing that you're done and go extinct so nobody never knew your crazy ass ever existed in the first place. Could be a good thing. Now, we talk about unity, And then there are these pro-black Negroes. They want to drag brothers and sisters from the past. Now, mind you, they themselves have done nothing close to what these people accomplished. Nothing. Nowhere close. But they can find something wrong to try to make it look like they are better. They're bringing something different. So they want to talk about Huey Newton. Let's talk about the Black Panthers, using the Black Panthers for an example. And they want to drag Huey Newton because as time went on, as you know, Huey Newton, he left the street. He left the Black Panther Party basically. I don't know if he actually left, but he got caught up in drugs, criminal activity. I heard he was a pimp. He pimped sisters out or whatever. And Huey Newton died from gunshot wounds, a heroin addict or whatever. Sad. It's sad, isn't it? And then we want to drag Eldridge Cleaver. Eldridge Cleaver, people are trying to spread the rumor as best they can because they don't want you to, don't look up to Huey Newton no more. Don't look up to Eldridge Cleaver anymore because they were really some scumbags. Eldridge Cleaver, the rumor is being said, and we're being taught that Eldridge Cleaver was a rapist. He practiced raping black women, and he wanted to go ahead and get good at raping so he could graduate to raping white women to make the white man pay for the rape of the black woman. Stuff like that. Okay. So let's just say that it is true. Huey Newton died a drug addict. He pimped black women at the end of his days. And Eldridge Cleaver raped black women. Are you saying, brother, you are advocating these things? No, I'm not. I would never advocate these things. What I will say to you is y'all always run around here talk about COINTELPRO, agents and spies, and you go around and do the same crap that they do. They go try to find dirt. They try to find dirt on Malcolm. They try to find dirt on Dr. King, and y'all doing the same damn thing. To do what? To bring them down. Why is it necessary? What is it that you seek? What are you trying to accomplish? Because you telling people that Huey Newton was a pimp at the end of his life or whatever, and an dope fiend, or that Eldridge Cleaver was a rapist. What are you seeking to accomplish? What is the purpose? They are both dead and gone. Above all, what have you accomplished better than them? Have you accomplished more than a dope fiend? Have you accomplished more than this rapist? Brother, what are you saying? Are you trying to justify? Are you trying to defend this type of behavior? No, what I'm trying to say to you is that you're doing the same stuff. And what I'm trying to understand, what is your purpose? What is your purpose trying to drag the Black Panther Party? Then, of course, as you know, and this is a fact, toward the end of the Black Panther Party, they began to bring in Caucasian women and Caucasian men, boyfriends, and they took money from celebrities and all that kind of stuff toward the end. This is true. This is true. It was power to the people. They're trying to say when the Black Panther Party first begun, it was power to the people. It was not power to the people. But then, so what if it was? No people, nobody should want to be oppressed. And during the 1960s, not only were black folks, soul brothers and sisters oppressed, there were Caucasian people coming up because they were different. Their ideology, they was against the Vietnam War and all that. They were being oppressed too. Power to the people and not the government. So what? So what if it did mean that? But we know in the very beginning, we do know from the very beginning, when they said power to the people, they actually did mean soul brothers and sisters. We know that. But you got these freaks, these bastards trying to spin things because they are the agents that they call other people. Again, what are you trying to accomplish by telling people these things? Oh man, you trying to defend rape? You trying to defend? This is what I'm trying to defend. Your right to be liberated by all means necessary, at any means necessary. And I want to use this as an example. These folks want to bring in their morality. They're self-righteous. They are better than Huey Newton. They're better. They have their morality. This is the point I want to make with you. One of the greatest generals during the Civil War was Ulysses S. Grant. General Grant. General Grant was known to be a drunk. And there were people who questioned, just like you want to question Huey Newton and Eldridge Cleaver and anybody, place your morality. He's drunk. Ulysses S. Grant was a drunk. He was the best in the Union Army. He knew what the hell that he was doing. And this was brought to President Lincoln. And President Lincoln was a wise man. His only question is this man getting the job done? Well, is this man getting the job done? Yes, Mr. President. That's all I need to know. And because of the actions of a drunk, now here you are sober, here you are holy and righteous, you can't get nothing going. You can't do a damn thing. But a pimp and a rapist and this drunk, they can take care of business. Why your happy ass can't take care of business? That's the point I want to make. What is the purpose? If Huey Newton was doing something that was causing this oppressed people to be liberated, if this rapist, this ex-rapist in his old life was doing these things, and here you are, holy and righteous than thou, you're not a drunk, you can't accomplish nothing. I would rather, and I understand it's not a good thing, but what is more important? What is more important? These things or the liberation of the 20 to 40 plus soul brothers and sisters in this nation? You want to trip on some stuff, and these people are willing to risk their lives. You just ignore the fact that Huey Newton was shot by a police officer and spent all that damn time in jail, and Eldridge Cleaver went through the same hell. How much hell have you gone through? General Ulysses S. Grant was out in the field dodging bullets, trying to live and not get killed. Ulysses S. Grant would later become the president of the United States with his drunk ass. What happened to all these people that was complaining he's a drunk? What did they do? Where they at? You're going to let a drunk outdo you? You're going to let a pimp outdo you? You're going to let a rapist outdo you? That's the point I want to make. All that means nothing. The number one priority is the struggle, not your damn corny ass morality. That's the point I want to make. Because for me, that don't mean nothing. These men still risk their lives. These men sacrificed because they didn't have to do anything. Huey Newton could have just been a pimp. He didn't have to try to get involved in the struggle at all. Eldridge Cleaver could have just been a rapist. He didn't have to do nothing at all. But they did. And so I'm going to honor and I'm going to remember them in the best manner that I can. I'm not going to run around and I'm going to tell people this history because we need to know. But what they did as men was brave and supersedes this other stuff. I'm not going to drag down those who actually was fighting so I could talk to you right now. These men. Your morality, your self-righteousness. So what we have here and what you see is the United Negro, how does it say? The UNIA, I forgot what that stands for. My bad. That acronym. United Negro Improvement Association, right? Marcus Garvey actually was representing what you would call Black unity, and the Nation of Islam actually represents foul, fake brotherhood, fake sisterhood, self-righteous, this vain morality. And this RBG nation and this Black first, pro-Black, all that stuff represents that Nation of Islam mindset. They are interested in their morality, spreading their fake ass self-righteous behavior rather than the top priority. We need to be free. Get the people free. Get the people liberated. Your personal self-righteousness and your morality, you can deal with that later. I would suggest to you that you stay away from all this pro-Black stuff. Because if you listen to them and watch them, they mean you no good. They want you to be a slave on their plantation. They want to be your slave owner. You need to stay away from them. All this blackity black stuff, it sounds, I know it do. Terry, I know it sounds good to us. And you see these ladies stay away from all that stuff. They are just entertainers. They stay away from all this goofball stuff. But even they would, if they saw us coming up in the real, and you didn't have to worry about somebody's self-righteousness. You can't do this. You can't eat that. You can't go there. You can't like so-and-so, blah, blah. That's none of your business. This is my life. Your interest should be the liberation of the people. And the people are not stupid. They are not going to go from one slave master to another. I'm not going to be your slave. So you got me messed up. So you can get angry at me all that you want to. You can get pissed off at me all that you want to. You are a sewer rat. You're a bunch of parasites. Pieces of Negro trash. I don't want your unity. I don't want your fake ass brotherhood. I don't want your fake ass sisterhood. Stay the hell away from me. Stay away from my channel. Stay away from our people. Everywhere you go, I'm going to be there and warn the people that you mean them no good. Because you do mean them no good. You want to talk about the enemy. Because that's the first thing the enemy does. Try to find something bad on somebody to paint them in a bad light. And here they are. Well, you know, I'm revealing the truth. You know, Huey P. Newton, he was a pimp and a drug addict, and Eldridge Cleaver, he was raping black women, and the practice on. What? Why are you? Okay, it's true. So what if it's true? Why are you saying it? And what makes it so bad? The first time I hear this information, it's not even coming from the racists. It's coming from so-called black men. It's not even coming from the racists. What is your purpose? Why are you bringing this up? Oh, so it can make you look good. You see, I'm not a rapist. I you know, arrogant. You're arrogant. But if we look at your past, we'll find some messed up stuff about your happy ass too. And the reality is, all of us in this society, we're messed up. I expect Huey Newton to be messed up. I expect Eldridge Cleaver to be messed up. Dr. King and Malcolm. All of us, because we live in doo-doo. All of us got stanky stank all over us, okay? None of you, you can pretend to be holy and righteous, but you're not. If you think it's butter, but it's not, it's chiffon. If you think it's a revolutionary, if you think it's your black liberator, but it's not, nothing but another comfortable Negro pretending. That's all it is. That's why they don't like Angel Snubbed Up 7, because I'm not going for that. I don't have time for your games. I want to win. Huey P. Newton, Eldridge Cleaver, I don't care about all that stuff. They were willing to die. They took actions that put you on a path to try to seek your liberation of the people, to try to do what is in the best interest of us as a people. Are they perfect? Are any of us perfect? No, we're not. So you want to try to drag somebody, and they do this with Malcolm, they do this with Marcus Garvey, they do this to try to make themselves like they are better, they're smarter. But when you look at their actions and what they are accomplishing, they can't get nothing started. Let's get this party started, right? They can't get nothing started. You can't accomplish more than a pimp and a rapist or a drunk. So what does this say? You trying to smear somebody. You can't accomplish more than them. What does that say about your happy ass? What does it say? I suggest to you, leave all this pro-black, blackity black, first black, RBG Nation, Comedic, Hebrew Israelite, leave all that garbage alone, because they mean you no good. They just want you for a slave. They're not interested in your liberation. They're not interested in trying to get us out once and for all from this oppression. Look where you are now. It's thousands of these people. Are you closer to the door of true freedom, justice, and equality? No. Just a bunch of beggars, pretty speeches, holy and righteous, vain rhetoric. That's all. We out of here. Jot down your comments.